San Diego, are you ready to get live in this motherfucker tonight? Que viva la revolución, que viva Palestina libre.
David Geechee is going.
Let's go!
Are y'all motherfuckers ready? But it's about to be done. I leave you full of clips like the moon blocking the sun. My metaphors are dirty like herpes, but harder to catch. Like an escape tunnel in prison, I started from scratch. Now these parasites 100% of my ass cash. Trying to control perspective like an acid flashback. But it's quotable for every single record except. Get your fucking hands out my pocket, nigga, like Malcolm X. You could afford to miss if you shoot me. Curse the heavens and laugh when the sky electrocutes me. Immortal technique stuck in your thoughts, darker than dreams. No one's as good as me, just got better marketing schemes. Lead you to your own destruction like sparking a fiend. Cause you got jealousy in your voice like Starscream. That's the primary reason that I hate y'all blasting. I've been nice since niggas got killed over A-ball jackets. We pop punks that didn't do shit for the speaker. I'm a heat seeker with teachers that don't reach to the speaker. Murder counter revolutionaries personally. Breaking thermometer and more these kids mercury. A&R's trying jerking me, thinking they call shots. Offering me a deal and a blanket full of smallpox. Dog getting shot, little fucking treacherous bitches. This ain't the business, y'all ain't there, nothing for free. And if you devils play broke, then I'm taking your company. You can call it reparations or restitution. Lock and load, nigga, industrial revolution. How is everybody doing tonight? You ready? Yeah! They thought we took it back with that one. Let's take it back for real. Immortal technique, disintegrate spikes when I spit. I cause more casualties than sucking slave shit. Full to capacity, I bring tragedy to rap without my man Gaddafi. The government took Nazi scientists from Germany. Didn't find food in rockets and ways of observing me. The sympathetic attempts didn't work to murder me. When this country was conceived, these bastards never heard of me. But now behold the souls of slave masters eternally, bleeding eternally, burgundy, during surgery verbally. I'm a spirit to which devils are incompatible. I've been around since the planet was inhabitable. Spit in the ocean and created microscopic animals. More than the two species, the righteous and the cannibals. But until then, I am with the sun. God said let there be light, I turn it the fuck on. And that's the reason Earth is only 5 billion years old. I made the sun shine and permitted time to unfold. The surface was lava when I stepped out and became cold. Fuck what you've been told. Are y'all live tonight? Are you fucking live tonight? ¿Están listos? Drop that shit. Every day. third world, son. Polluted everything in the third world. I love it over here. Pero ¿sabes qué? Me he cansado de rapear en inglés para ustedes. And listen, je parle français très bien aussi, but I don't feel like rapping. S'il vous plaît. Nosotros ahora tenemos que empezar con el golpe de estado. There's nothing wrong with giving a snappy answer to a stupid question. Like if people come in your room and you asleep, but you half asleep, and they're like, "Are you awake?" You be like, "No, I'm dead. Now leave the flowers and get the fuck out of here." So I go back to sleep. Somebody came up to me and they were like, "Yo, I didn't know you made barbecue technique," and I was like, "No, this was because I had to conduct a pap smear for your mother." And they were like, and I said, "Listen, dude, there's nothing wrong with a snappy answer to a stupid question, all right? Also, let me tell you something for the people that see a lot of kufiyas in here. Free Palestine forever. Free Palestine! Let me explain something to you. Listen. The truth is this, you shouldn't be intimidated, pushed back, or in any way, shape, or form silenced by the negativity that we see online in return to this, because we've left a new hope. We've left the New Hope episode of this revolution, and we're now into the Empire Strikes Back. They're coming to trying to ruin people's lives. They probably sent some sucker-ass motherfucker in here. But the problem is this.
Fuck that motherfucker!
To your friends. The United States can't actually protect Israel. All it can do is sell them weapons and shield bombs that doesn't actually work. It can't stop the weapons from coming in, because if that was the case, they'd have to talk to Russia and China. And America want to rule the world alone. I know that if they picked up that phone and said, "Hey man, Syria, Iraq, we need to talk." You know who can't call Syria and Iraq? Genocide Joe Biden. President Trump or President Obama or that fake fucker Bill Clinton. None of them can call those people up. None of those people can guarantee you security. Certainly not the fucking United States. And you'll never hear the truth. You know why? Because during the war in Iraq and Afghanistan, we didn't have social media the way we did now. Otherwise, we would have seen all those fucking dead children back then. And you know why we didn't see those children? You know why we didn't see the dead Iraqi and Afghan children? Because of this. We say free Palestine because we as indigenous people know what it's like to survive wilderness of hell with the guilt of betraying Christ, who murdered and stole his religion and painted it white. Translated and psychologically tainted philosophy, conservative, political, right-wing ideology, glued together sloppily and blasphemy of the nation. Got my back to the wall as I'm facing assassination. Guantanamo Bay, federal incarceration. How can it be? The land of the free, home of the brave, indigenous Holocaust, the home of the slaves, corporate America, dancing off beat to the rhythm. You really think this country never sponsors terrorism? Human rights violations, we continue the saga. El Salvador, the Contras, and Nicaragua. And on top of that, they still want to take us to prison just because we won't trade humanity for patriotism. It's like MK Ultra controlling your brain, suggestive thinking, causing your perspective to change. They want to rearrange the whole point of view of the ghetto. The fourth branch of the government wants to settle a bandana full of glittering generality, fighting for freedom and fighting terror, but what's reality? Read about the history of the place that you live in and stop playing corporate news, tell lies to these children. That the world I've seen used to fuck movie stars instead of going his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober. Her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks, looking for hand-run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation because he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. Criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. See, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. You feeding for props like addicts with pipes and needles. So he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally, dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave into his greed. Tell you about. So Willie started robbing niggas, anything you do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers to crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine. Building a Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of them hood niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. He told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked a motherfucker up in the club. Loving a real dog to stab someone to the die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes. Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a chick to prove he was cold-hearted. Now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men up in his sight. His dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. So he met them Friday night at 2:45. They rolled around the project slow while it was raining, smoking bricks, drinking and joking for entertainment. Till they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on the way home. So they quieted her car and followed her, walking through the projects. The darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around her head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid. Now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked him up and grabbed the chick by the hand, dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. Struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. Got to the roof and then they held her down on the ground. Yelling, shut the fuck up, stop moving around. Her shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. And dirty bastards do exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked the ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried solidly. And then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. Her broken jaw removed the guard, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of the niggas pulled out a brand new 22. He told them that she was a witness for what she go through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head. And now I have to have my story. I know only way. cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate his corruption had successfully changed.